love, money, life. The secret to attracting good things that 90% of people don't know. It's been nearly 20 years since I first learned about the law of attraction. And after 2 decades of trial and error, I'd love to share with you what I've discovered. A simple 3-step method to master the law of attraction. All in about 10 minutes. Hey there, I'm Japanese Urban Sage. Seriously, these 3 steps have the power to transform your life every single day. Let's dive into the first step. 1. Expect nothing. Yes, expect absolutely nothing. Are you hoping for something good to happen? Around 20 years ago, when my life was in total chaos, I first stumbled upon the law of attraction. And I latched onto it like a lifeline. The law of attraction is amazing. All I have to do is wish for something, and good things will come my way. So, I started expecting good things to happen. But the more I expected, the more my ideal vision of life grew. And yet, my actual life didn't change at all. I was like, what the hell? Nothing good is happening. My expectations kept rising, but my reality stayed the same. Actually, it felt worse. The bigger the gap between my ideal and my reality, the more pain I felt. Why isn't this working? And that frustration? It created negative energy. Then the law of attraction kicked in, like attracts like, and suddenly, I was attracting more negativity. I had unknowingly fallen into the classic LOA beginner trap. A phase many new practitioners get stuck in. So here's what I recommend. Say this out loud. I expect nothing. Expectations are just mental fantasies. Daydreams. You could even say, I give up the daydream. So much of modern suffering comes from the gap between what we want and what is. If you want to attract something better, start by not expecting anything. Start by letting go of the fantasy. Now, on to the second step. 2. Be grateful for the ordinary. There are about 360 days in a year. And statistically, it breaks down like this. Great days, 30 days. Bad days, 30 days. Regular, uneventful days, 300 days. Think about it. Whether a day is good or bad is mostly based on our perception. It's all relative compared to what we call a normal day. Even the ultra-wealthy, with all their luxuries, still experience mostly ordinary days. And that's why. Whether or not you live a happy life depends on how you experience those 300 regular days. So, how do you perceive them? Do you think, nothing special happened today, this sucks? Or do you think, today was peaceful? I'm grateful for that. If you see regular days as bad, that means 330 days a year will feel terrible. That was me, not too long ago. I used to live in a constant state of irritation, stuck in a personal hell that lasted all year long. People would say, be grateful for the little things. And I'd roll my eyes like, grateful for what? Don't lecture me. I just want something good to happen. So I spent every day thinking, nothing good ever happens. This sucks. But then I started practicing gratitude deliberately. And little by little, I began to feel thankful for the ordinary. I'm grateful I had a meal today. Hot water comes out of my faucet, how amazing is that? And something started to shift inside me. Because when you feel grateful for the ordinary, suddenly, those 300+ days a year become amazing. My actual life didn't change all that much. But how I felt about life, my sense of happiness, skyrocketed. And then, something miraculous began to happen. Let's move to the third step. 3. Understand the law is just a law. The law of attraction is a law. It's not magic. It's not a miracle. It's not a wish-granting genie. It's simply, like energy attracts like energy. Science doesn't fully understand it yet, but we know there's something to it. When you're angry, you attract more negativity. When you're genuinely thankful and joyful, you attract more positivity. And guess what? Some of this is even backed by psychological research. So when you stop expecting and you start appreciating the everyday, your stress goes down. Your sense of peace goes up. Your energy shifts. And once your energy shifts, you start attracting better people, experiences, and opportunities. Your inner world changes first, then your outer world follows. And that is the true 3-step secret to the law of attraction. The 3 steps recap. Expect nothing. Be grateful for the ordinary. As a result, your energy rises, and positive things start coming your way. It's not complicated. Stop obsessing over whether good things will happen. Whether they do or don't, it's just cause and effect, unfolding as it will. There's no need to despair, and no need to cling to hope either. Just this. Be grateful for the everyday. Sure, I once thought. Grateful for the ordinary? That's lame. Stop preaching, I just want my dreams to come true. But that's like wanting 365 days of sunshine. If you expect sun every single day, you'll get frustrated every time it rains. So here are the 2 thoughts that finally brought me peace. I'm grateful I had a meal today. Hot water flows from the tap. That's abundance. And that gratitude, it lifted my energy. And as my energy lifted, so did my life. I began to attract happier people, better things, and beautiful moments. And you can, too. And one more thing. Even on the worst days, go ahead and enjoy them with a good old damn it and a laugh. Because if you become so detached that you feel nothing at all on a bad day, you might also lose that feeling of deep joy on the really great days. And honestly, that would be kind of sad, wouldn't it? See, this physical world we live in, it doesn't actually have any meaning on its own. You are the one who gives it meaning. As modern physics tells us, the world is nothing more than a collection of subatomic particles. These particles are constantly shifting and transforming based on the law of cause and effect. That's it. And in the middle of that ever-changing dance of particles, it's you who assigns meaning to everything. Now, across time and cultures, the world has seen sages and wise ones rise, people from east and west, from ancient times to now. And surprisingly, they've all come to the same realization. If you want to live a life of happiness, 2 things really matter. Expect nothing. Be grateful for the ordinary. No matter what era you live in, spiritual masters tend to reach this same conclusion. Why? Because when you look at how this world works and how human beings are wired, it's like a game of chess with only one logical checkmate. If your goal is to live a happy life, this is the move that wins the game. So with that in mind, try not to place too much hope on something good happening. And instead, start recognizing how truly precious normal things are. Days when you're healthy, when life is peaceful, when there's no disaster. Those boring days? They're actually a blessing. Let's walk through life with gratitude for the simple things and make space for happiness and joy along the way. By the way, I upload a new video every Sunday around 5 p.m., so if you'd like to keep growing together, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to keep connecting with you. Out of all the vast corners of the internet, our energies somehow aligned, and here we are, meeting today. And for that, I'm deeply grateful. It's truly been a joy. Let's meet again soon. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. With gratitude, always.